that runs between Gowanda and South Dayton has a rare distinction. It's part of the classic comedy film from the 80s, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
This week, there is a special train run to celebrate the line's role in the movie. Robert Dingman here is the president of the New York and Lake Erie Railroad. Robert, thank you so much for coming in this afternoon.
Thank you for inviting me.
So before we talk about this tribute rail ride and, of course, the film's role, take us back to the very beginning. You know, share a little bit of the history behind this rail.
Well, when Conrail was created in 1976, many lines were supposed to be abandoned. And some of us thought that we'd like to try to save them for the service that they could provide to the shippers on line. Well, as you can imagine, over time, shippers moved out. And so tourism became the lifeline to stay alive. And we started in 1978. So in 2028, it'll be 50 years. And we've probably been doing the tourism for a good 45 of that.
Wow.
Yeah. So you've been doing the John Candy tribute ever since when? When did that start up?
This is the first run.
Wow.
This is because we're working with people that are in contact with the Candy family, and a documentary was being done this year for him. They thought it'd be wise to have us run a John Candy tribute. And he was a very affable guy, very easy to get along with.
Sure. I mean, as Jeff mentioned, this film, it is such a classic. People watch it year after year. For anyone who may be unfamiliar with it, you know, maybe talk a little bit about the rail's role in the film.
Well, as you can tell by the title of the film, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Neil Page, I believe, was Martin's name, and John Candy was Del Griffin. And they left New York City to try to get Neil Page back to Chicago for Thanksgiving. And one thing after another, first plane being grounded, and then getting on a train that broke down. I had to make it break down, unfortunately, for the movie. And then I guess they made it on into Chicago in the back of a sausage truck, as I recall.
Yeah, the rest is history, right? So let's talk about the experience and what people will enjoy while they ride the rail there.
Well, one of the things that we've done recently is to put video equipment into our passenger train. We're fine-tuning it as I speak, and that will give us a chance to run clips from the movie and things about John Candy. We also have a larger-than-life cutout of John Candy for them to pose with and have their pictures taken. We have various memorabilia from the movie, and the South Dayton Depot, which is owned by the village of South Dayton, is set up to memorialize the history of that station and to show the natural memorabilia as well as the planes, trains, and automobiles.
Wonderful. So it's happening this weekend, right? This weekend only.
Actually, we're going to do it again on Tuesday.
Oh, great.
For special guests that are being brought to town, and they're, shall we say, unhoused people coming from various organizations. And we're going to give them a train ride and then provide them with a community Thanksgiving dinner.
Wonderful. Robert, very quickly before we let you go, if anyone at home, they're interested in, you know, taking part in this train ride, how can they do so?
Well, you can get on to New York and Lake Erie Railroad's website, and you can book online. And if worse comes to worse, you can call our offices at 716-532-5242.
Wonderful.
All right, Robert, thank you for that. Thank you for making the trip in.
Thank you.
And very interesting experience. Hopefully a lot of people enjoy it. Happy holidays to you, Robert.
And to you folks. Thank you.